The hell? Oh, yeah. All right, quiet on the set.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. In no other frickin' better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another exciting day in Shroud of the Avatar with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the nudes so you don't have to do anything other than question your own personal life choices and ours.
That's right. Welcome to today's show, boys and girls.
It's Monday.
It's Monday, October 24th, 2022, here inside and outside Shroud of the Avatar. And I see two new players sitting here in Owl's Head right now, if you're looking for some people to add to your friends list. And questions about that from our newest player, our newest poster out there. Curious, but we'll get to that momentarily. We've got news, we've got updates, we've got some interesting information because, as always, these boys and girls are keeping us on our toes. And should we jump out to the Tweeterverse for shits and giggles first?
Oh, we might as well jump to the Tweeterverse. So the Catnip Games Tweeterverse has not been updated in 10 days. So no information from Catnip Games about what's going on. The @Shroud of Avatar Twitter page has not had an update for 32
days.
minutes ago.
Really?
No, 32 minutes ago.
Well,
they tweeted out.
Oh, the new information that I've got over here?
Yes.
Okay.
We have shifted the final build for release 107 to Friday instead of Thursday due to scheduling issues. Release 108 and 109 will be short release cycles due to holidays.
Yes, let's go to that topic in the forums.
Yes, the funny thing is, it's like I really want to say scheduling is related to.
Yeah, related to what?
the part-time jobs, man.
For 7, 8 years we've been on a Thursday schedule, and you're gonna move it to Friday.
Well,
I don't know if
so
this got to do with actual
remember,
personal scheduling,
eh,
or they've got some kinks in the
no,
chain that need to be
it's personal.
unkinked.
It's personal scheduling, and that the day jobs won't let them off.
I don't see what that's got to do with it.
Who's the full-time employees?
There are no full-time employees. There are no real paid employees that we know of, except for maybe 2 or 3. I would say Chris is taking a check, Sanya's taking a check, David's taking a check, and maybe Ravlox is taking a check.
Remember, Chris is working on Iron and Magic, that awesome
Chris
NFT game.
Chris works from fucking home, man. He doesn't have to travel to an office. He doesn't have to go
They all
nowhere.
work from home.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So what do you mean scheduling? Haven't heard anything from List in ages, Stymie, but it is quite possible that List was never one to be in the face of the public. He never liked being on stream. He never liked interacting with people. He's just sort of strange like that. We love him nonetheless, but he may be there doing things, but yeah. Yeah, no one works from an office. Thank you, Tina, except you.
Yes.
You're the only one I know who still goes to an office. And I've seen your office. Clean it up. It's a mess.
Yep.
At least it was a mess last picture I saw. You had stacks of books all over the place, computer wires, chicken wire, and spit all over the place.
Yes.
But yeah, don't know about List, but yeah, I just don't know. Yeah, I know it's true. Sure sign of a sick mind is a cluttered computer desk and office.
Oh, my office is a shithole. The rest of my house is clean, though.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's got shit piled everywhere. I've got stuff here, there, everywhere. I should take a updated shot.
I still have the shot glass and shot from a certain Thradia that she gave us for Christmas presents.
Yeah, my shot glass is up here, and my tchotchkes. I've got a whole bunch of tchotchkes over here, or they're up there someplace. I've got
likelihood that I'm drinking Wayne Gretzky's number 99 Canadian whiskey anytime in the near future is
slim to none.
Yeah, no, closer to none.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
give you an idea. Yeah, I've got a bag just sitting right here, and it's full of.
I wish this was a bigger thumb drive. As far as space goes.
And it's full of nothing but chargers. You know these chargers you get with every single device. Let me just pull out a handful of them here. I mean, there's just nothing but chargers in this bag. Because I've got so many damn devices that came with these things. But this is just one of the many oddities that you'll find sitting around on Laz's desk. Just a bag of chargers. Along with the cat brush, all sorts of other interesting things. But anyway, yeah, so this release will not happen this Thursday. This will happen on Friday, since that's later on this week. So the 28th, and then the normal schedule. Let's see the rest of this schedule. The 17th is a Thursday, and the 15th is a Thursday, unless they change that. And this is the norm for this time of year. Is every Thanksgiving and Christmas we push the release up a week to give people time to go spend with their families during the holidays. And then, of course, the longest break in the year is between the December and January releases, which is about 6 to 7 weeks. depending
Yes.
on how that falls and how many weeks are in January. And that is usually the biggest lull in the game as well, where people are recuperating from the holidays and aside from summer, we've noticed trends over the years, and most people usually guess that during those breaks when people have time off, they actually play video games. But uh, we've
Uh,
noticed that that's not the
the,
case with this game, at least.
the issue there is the all the charting actually says that there is no real summer lull. That was
This last
that was Portalarium saying that there was a summer lull, but there was no charting of logins that would substantiate that.
Not according to anything that we can see, because
Yeah.
we don't rely on those Steam charts to be any
Well,
bit of accurate
remember
for.
the Steam chart is only like a third of the actual logged in users. So,
I don't even think it's that anymore.
you think it's less?
Oh, I think it's way less, way less. And
Yeah.
while you and I are Steam users only because it patches quicker and it makes life easy for us without having to do passwords and all that shit. There are
Well,
many
I don't
people out
actually
there.
log in with Steam. I just use it to update the client.
Oh, okay. I use it to
Yeah.
log in, so all I got to do is push 2 or 3 buttons and I'm done. So I don't have
Yeah.
to type anything. Tina wants to know, will one of them include the new Unity? Well, let's go look at that. I have a topic which I didn't include in today. Let me see if I can find that topic real quick. I guess I have to go. Where do I have to go? I have to go over here.
Well, the other thing is the our feedback thread about the gold. It's like, am I going to be losing gold?
It looks that way.
Because they haven't posted any updates on that either.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, guys. It's like, we told you communication in the forums is what you need to do. And you tried, but you're dropping balls again.
Yeah, so let me get this topic. I believe it's in here where he says this. Let me just verify that. There it is. So let me move this over to here. And we'll drop that there. I'll give you a copy of this so that you can bring this up on your side.
We have published the baseline build for release 107 on the QA server. I am looking to have folks just sanity test the game at this point, just being safe. This release cycle will contain updates to Vicland and bug fixes, but I have not posted patch details. We'll get back into the QA update cycle once Unity 2021 is in production. We are going back to working on 2021 in November.
So there is your answer.
Coeur d'Alene with the best answer ever. New Unity update? It would take a miracle.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So and I have not posted patch details. I don't know. When was the last time Ravlox actually posted patch details to a QA update? Do we know when that was?
Yes, we do. The actual May 23rd of 2022.
Are you seeing that? I'm scrolling down, and yeah, I guess it's that far back that.
Yeah, it's build 1319, build 1323, QA post release 102, patch to sync with live at patch level 2.
Yeah.
So I mean that was May 30th, but hey, May of 2022.
Yeah. So 5 months in, 5 months of non-release is information where? Shall we go? Give me a link to that one.
To the patch QA patch notes.
Yeah, where we can quote him.
Oh. We are aiming to keep players updated with what is being put on the QA server for player testing. The more players who try to break what the devs made, the better. And followed by a March 23rd, 2022 post. Trying something new here. I will be doing most of the QA builds going forward. Today was the first one I completed end to end. I will strive to post here as I do for DB Sync events when a new QA build goes live. In the future, there will also be patch notes. This time around, I didn't collect all the info needed for a good set of notes. Suffice to say, Grusk had a number of updates, including the maps for both scenes.
Yeah.
And the very first good one was 1301. Yes.
Yes, in which he says, I'm going to try and do this monthly, but that really ended as we scroll down to the bottom, as Jack said. Yeah, we got May 2024, 1319 was just two little notes.
This is Chris. Now that I have taken over the stand-up corner, I am never going to miss another publication of the stand-up notes ever.
Which lasted a whole 2 weeks, if that, I think.
Yeah, it was very, very short-lived.
Since Lum is doing a daily blog, I'm going to do a daily blog. That lasted a week. Not even. Yeah. And then they switched over to Twitter, gave us some information on the regular, and then that petered out as well. So, not much to see or talk about there, because anytime they say that they're going to keep up on things and notes, well...
Anytime they say they're going to do anything.
Yeah.
We're going to work on maps.
Yeah, maps. Well, I'll tell you what, Rav, I love you, man, but end of the year's here again. Coming up real quick. You got 2 months. 2 months.
Well, so Bridge Troll, Miracle Max can't say soda because he didn't coat it in chocolate. And since he forgot to coat it in chocolate, it didn't have time.
Maps still mock the players, yes. It's one of those things that, just
we
about
had a map for this, but then we took it away.
Yeah, every MMO has the first thing done is maps so that people can find their way, if they include a map. Let me put it that way. Some do, some don't. I'll cite New World. New World does a very interesting thing where you just get the world map and that's it. But it's an open world, and there's really no homing in on certain things. But they do points of interest, other little things as you stumble upon them, which is cool. No staff, no changes. Please don't support slave labor. Well, again, they should be looking at, that they say people are destined to repeat the past if they don't learn from it. But, if they didn't learn from what happened at UO when the what are they? They weren't the GMs. They were the counselors. The counselors revolted and brought a very big lawsuit. You would think that companies would learn not to do that stuff, but
don't ever use volunteers for work.
Yeah, don't use volunteer staff for work.
And Portalarium actually had that for a long time, other than moderating IRC. Then IRC moved over to Discord, moderating that.
Yeah, and all of our moderators on the forums, the people who they won't even tell us who they
Yeah.
is are well hidden from the public, so that there's no lashback. When people find out who the hell's actually moderating posts out there, because I know probably 90% of the community would not be happy knowing who the actual moderators are. I mean, that's just my two
Yeah.
cents. Yeah. Now, of course, many of our volunteers are actually friends of ours. I mean, we know most everybody who is working in a volunteer status on this game. We know them all personally, pretty much, with probably the exception of Alley Oop. Um, you know, and hey, if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. But it's one of them things, just one of those unexplained mysteries of the universe that may come back to bite them in the ass.
Yep.
As long as it's never Fire Lotus again, she moderated the fuck out of me. Coeur d'Alene, she moderated the fuck out of anyone who wasn't one of her pet friends. Yes, you know, is probably one of the worst uh, community managers I've ever seen in my life when it comes to a video game. I gotta say, you know,
Um,
hard to manage a community when you're not actually playing with the community and you're just sitting there from the outside looking in.
I mean that's the problem with all of it. Realistically, is your community manager has to be engaged in the community and the game in order to be
Yes,
successful, and that
absolutely.
is a more than full-time job.
Yeah,
Um,
is believe me, when I ran a game and I had my own forums, I only had one or two other moderators beside myself who are
yeah,
actually game masters. And the game masters and myself were the only people who had access to moderate the forums, and that was only for the reason that they were actually in there um, checking up on the players, doing their job, making sure that people weren't exploiting anything, making sure people weren't cheating, uh, checking up on complaints, to people of harassment and things like that. And when something like that made its way into the forums, then they had the permissions to do that because they knew what was going on because they were actually in the game handling the situations. And when it spilled over to the forums, they already knew what was going on. There was no hearsay, there was no this, there was no
yeah.
that. They were usually sitting there invisible watching what was going on from the first place and, saw
And
exactly what happened,
block. So Bridge Troll's like, if I can't say let's go Brandon in chat, something is wrong. That would actually be Chris blocking you at that point,
Yeah. Well,
because
again,
that
that's
would be Chris.
Bridge Troll. I would highly suggest you go out and look what the new meaning of "Let's Go Brandon" has taken on these days. If you haven't already heard about that.
No, it's fucking awesome, man. You can.
See, Jack and I keep up on that stupid, strange news out there. I don't know. We must
It's
subscribe to
fucking
the
awesome.
same news feeds.
I mean, just because he wants to go fillet a guy somewhere else doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, well, again, is that
The business side of the issue of Bridge Trolls issue is when you have a volunteer staff and something goes wrong. Yes, and it's gone wrong
like
substantially for
a
months.
certain somebody getting squelched in chat for just advertising that the stream went live throughout all the throughout all the public chats, which I have been doing for several years until one moderator decided that I was breaking the
Yeah.
rules. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
And
And again,
we do know the in-game hypocrisy related to these things. I mean, the fact that, hey, you're not allowed to like create troll accounts of this people, especially the developers, and yet what account did Chris have for years?
In Dorkstar?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
let's see who this is.
You're live on the air. I wish you would do that one of these days. Answer that phone and just tell them they're live on the air. See if they hang up or not. But of course, I'll cite another really cool example, which is, well, actually, it's slightly related but a little different. With Elon Musk getting ready to take over Twitter, a lot of people are stating that they're canceling their accounts because free speech is going to go to hell, and they're not going to be allowed to troll people the way they used to be. And I mean, I just saw some videos that just made me laugh, and it's like people.
Hold on. Here, at Elon. Who does your hair? I need to
What do you
find the
what do you
person that you used.
you're sending an actual tweet to Elon?
Yes.
Speaking of hair, have you made a decision about your hair or hairless situation? I guess you're still debating that, huh?
I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
titles in your name, I could understand that. I mean, titles were given away as rewards, and people being able to just name themselves what reward titles were. Now, I
Well,
understand the good ones were, gold in color and they sit above your head, but I gotta agree with that for the most part. So that's a bad
I
use
don't.
case there, Tina.
So what happens if my name is actually Lord?
Well, if your name is actually Lord, then you can go
You
ahead
cannot say your first name is Lord.
well, then you can. What happened to everybody using their real names and not made up
Well,
fictitious names
yeah,
like they
yeah, yeah.
originally
I mean
wanted?
that's what I'm using as an example.
But
But
but at
at
that point, all you would have had to do is submit a copy of a driver's license or ID with that actual name on it, and they would make the exception, I would assume.
but
Again, I
you
assume.
still end up you end up with stupid use cases that the titles are on a line above the name.
Yeah.
So why is it a problem if I want to call myself
Lord,
Sir
Lord Assface.
Sir Spanks a lot, um, instead of using the in-game title? What's it really matter?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
Rules,
uh,
man, rules.
yeah, it's silly stuff.
Super silly.
Well, we should contest the name Bridge Troll, because obviously that name is designed for you are definitely not sitting underneath a bridge collecting a toll. So, yeah.
He said he's a bridge troll, not a bridge toll.
I don't know, Red Dragon. You'll just have to figure it out. Yeah, Lord British is a name and it's not a title. Yes. And remember, his name is actually, his title should be Lord, and it's supposed to be Cantabrigian British would be his actual name.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I like Richard, but what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Actually, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, well, it's the talk was banned unless Chris was talking about it. Then it was okay.
Yeah.
Don't forget,
Yeah.
it's okay for them to talk about it. It's not okay for you to talk about it. Rules for thee, but not for me. It still stands true in a lot of places. Yeah, And yes, it is. But we could go on a whole week long rant about free speech and video games in general. But when it comes down to it, this is a private entity, and the private entity gets to set the rules. That's just the way the world goes around. And how many of you folks have been out there and seen those YouTube videos of people walking into a private store or private business and going, "I don't need a mask. You can't do this to me. It's against my rights." And it's like, listen, this is a private business. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Get the fuck out. You know. Now, had that been government buildings or public places, that's another story. But when you're talking about a private entity, uh, you know, that's a whole different world. And truth be told, we've created our Discord forum. It is an NSFW site, and there really isn't anything. I don't think we've actually deleted anything anybody said, except for maybe one or two people who really, 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 really crossed the line with something. And you really got to do something bad that would cross the line to even get us to consider deleting a post in our Discord forum. I mean, it's got to be
Just defend
really,
Laz.
really bad.
Just defend Laz.
Yeah, no. I'm usually the one posting the offensive stuff. Come on now. Between me and Thradia.
Y'all don't. Y'all post is like extremely tame. I don't know
Well,
what y'all are talking
you
about.
should see what we post to each other in private. That's another story.
Oh.
Tell him, Thradia.
Yeah, a mom's like, "Hey, look at the time."
Yeah, I've been watching the time. I've been waiting for that to get here, stalling before we get to the next topic. But here we are.
Like the funny part is Econdis is like, "Jack, show Red Dragon your wall."
Yeah, can't do that live.
It's green.
Yeah,
It's
first
red.
off,
There's nothing in here.
he's in the studio. He's not in his bedroom anymore, Econdis. Remember, he bought a house like you did, and now he's got a big studio. As you can see, he's got soundproofing and all that stuff on the walls because that room used to echo when he first moved in there.
Oh yeah,
The whole wall behind them is actually my dream of just painting the wall green so it's a big green screen instead of having a screen like I have back here. Yeah, but let's go ahead and pull those giveaways.
All the way over to the window.
Yeah, but he didn't paint the light switch. Go ahead and move over a little and show him the electrical outlet. The electrical outlet's still white.
Yeah. And then you can see like one at UPS. There's another UPS on the like on my desktop. I've actually got three desktops in here and my work laptop. And then I've got to fix my camera probably.
Coeur d'Alene is our winner.
Okay.
You pull a winner yet?
Well, I mean, the Savage Furry's getting something.
The Savage Furry.
Yeah. So, streamer bundle being sent to the Savage Furry.
Where's Coeur d'Alene? Coeur d'Alene with 300 bits.
Man, I'm still waiting for them to fix the in-game mail because it sucks so much as they finally started to use it, and it's like, man, this is bad. We need to fix this. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And with 300 bits, Coeur d'Alene's going to get himself a mystery game key as well. Let's go see what that's going to be. I just picked up some new game keys today as well.
Nice.
So I got to get over here and look at this.
Oh.
Isn't that where I was? Yeah, okay, never mind. I can close that.
Oh wait, Thradia. Actually, I do have something I can post on hold on. My cheeks were painted this weekend.
This weekend or last weekend?
Yeah. This past weekend, they were turned into pumpkins, or
Ah,
one large pumpkin.
Cook Serve Delicious 3 going out to Coeur d'Alene.
Yeah, so I need to save that or save.
You putting it in Discord? Yeah, the
OnlyFans,
good
dude.
stuff is hidden.
Where else should that go?
Huh?
OnlyFans. Where else should that go?
Oh, well, you should go
Post
in
it. Hurry,
Discord.
hurry.
Huh?
Post it. I want to see it. Hurry up.
It's like, yeah. Da, 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 da.
What's coming in release 107? Maybe I'm being too hard on the staff.
No?
The only thing we know is that new scene is going to be updated. That's the only thing we know. But let's take a
I would
quick
say we
peek.
don't know anything.
Let's take a quick peek about upcoming events real quick. Upcoming events, release 107 is supposed to be a content release, believe it or not. Content release. Yeah, is Ravlox is still now on this tick tick, whatever you want to call it, content. Then November and December are Polish, and then January is content again. And again, there are people behind the scenes who have been rallying to get rid of this stupidity because it's not quite true. You're releasing content every single month. Every single month, you're releasing, of course, the streamer, not the streamer bundles, but the login bundles. You're releasing the subscriber bundles, and then you're putting any new stuff into the store, which is content. And content is not just new scenes. You know, if you want to call it a content release, I expect to see at least 3 or 4 new maps if you're going to call it content. I expect to see a new scene, which again was released last month, which of course, you know, you all know what happened last month. So, yeah. I don't know if you can actually call that truly content delivery at that point.
Yep.
But let's go out to, I guess we'll cover some feedback real quick and then we'll get to some questions. Feedback QA build 1406 is up. Base R107 build, which is what we're talking about here. And again, why they give a directive and then put the feedback in another whole area. The directive should have the feedback under it so it makes it easy for people to find the feedback instead of them having to go halfway across the forums to try and figure out where the damn feedback is. Again, we've been saying this since somebody, Ravlox, decided to start breaking these up. For what reason is still unbeknownst to us and the rest of the universe. So, Anpu, you there yet?
Yes. And I have to look at Thradia's comment. I ain't, wait, where was I going? Ampu with feedback QA build 1406. Directive. He killed the twin trolls, harvested cotton, iron, tree nodes, tree ore nodes, did the daily letter quest, planted pumpkin in his basement, salvaged items, also placed a village lot marker, claimed a lot, and placed a village home in his town, created a new character, completed the Battle of Solace Bridge, completed 2 quests in the Solace Bridge out. So far, everything's working as expected. Hopefully, a few people might do a few more basic tests. Yes. I think someone enjoyed the pumpkins.
I think Shroudy is the only one here who actually subscribes to your OnlyFans.
She is not the only one here that.
Only one that I know. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, she is not the only one that does. Yeah.
Fuzzy Lark.
Gwendolyn, or Fuzzy Lark, tested some mundane stuff on QA, harvested 40 plants, planted 20 cotton seeds and 20 mandrake, watered all with no problem, tested falling from height, took some damage on the high falls and no damage on the medium falls, swam across the bay, used signpost teleport to custom signpost location, we'll test more later, put a house in property manager, bought a Kodo storehouse and placed on the lot, added a couple pieces of deco, got the Tamer 3-day buff, killed some random stuff and harvested a few trees, bought something from a player vendor, all seemed normal. Warrior B. Patrick, he teleported to zone and tested fishing in one of the 2 designated fishing towns, was lucky enough to get 6 low-level trophy fishes, all level 3 and 4, recalled to home and moved my village size crafting and ag lot to the property manager, unclaimed lot, moved the marker left and right and placed it a few feet from where it was, then reclaimed the lot and moved the crafting and agriculture lot back. All was as it should be. Seems to be very stable. No crash to desktop and no speed issues. Yes.
Warrior B. Patrick, get a real machine.
You mean something that runs Windows?
Yeah, well, Windows, Linux.
Okay.
You're not supposed to game on a Mac, period.
Hey, man. One of my coworkers made the I'm a Mac gamer thing. And then they did red versus blue. Then they got semi-famous.
Mac gaming. An oxymoron.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like, yes.
But anyway, moving right along.
So I did work with Gus, Jeff, Bernie, and others.
Okay, let's talk about some questions.
No. We don't have any questions around here.
Well, Conjurer Dragon has a whole topic of questions.
Well, that's because Conjurer Dragon is very curious as to receiving several friend requests in the social window of people that I've never heard of or spoken with. Is it usual in Soda to simply send friendship requests to anyone in sight?
Absolutely.
Because, yes, it is. We don't believe in friends around here.
Yeah, because normally he would only add or have added a few that he has met before, or at least
and actual
once spoken
friends
with.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fishing, I was about fishing. I read about the whole fishing tournaments, and I don't see the same info in about the fish in my inventory that is shown in the example screenshots. In the fishing tournaments, the name of the fisherman, date, place, blah blah blah. That's because you haven't caught a trophy fish. Alley oops, like forget the fish. Some do, some don't. Some like a long list for teleport purposes. Feel free to decline. Then you haven't caught a lot of any fish, trophy fish, all common ones. And then Warrior B. Patrick's a little bit more informative. If you use a teleport to zone scroll, there are 2 towns in yellow at the top of the list. These 2 towns, which change often, will have a better chance of catching a trophy fish. When you catch a trophy fish, hover your mouse over on it. There will be a text in yellow with other information showing. Also, remember to move around the area while fishing. Your chance of catching goes down if you stay in the same spot. As per the friend request, some people do a who is near command /who and then spam all the names. the only reason to accept friends is to teleport. 1, teleport to friends, scroll for fast travel and social gatherings. 2, you need help and where you can whisper a friend. Other than that, just delete them.
Never delete
Alley-oop
the friends list. Never
goes
delete the friends list.
with a little correction. Those are the only 2 towns where you can catch Paku, but they don't have a better chance of anything else. So the 2 gold ones are where you catch Paku.
Did not know that. That's interesting to hear.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever seen that published anywhere.
Well, I mean, it was a small note somewhere.
Yeah, like internally.
Yeah.
Yeah, several people have, and over the years, I tell you, I've only had a few handful of people to ever question a friend request from myself personally, Candace. Is, whereas they come back with "Do I know you? Have we met before?" And I usually go into the spiel of friends make the world go round. The more friends you have, the easier it is to travel in the game. And usually by the time I finish, they're like, "Oh, okay, good. I get it now." And they realize that it's a useful thing to have. Only a couple people have actually taken offense to the friend request and declined my request over the years. And as you know, I still stand by the claim that I probably have the most extensive friends list in the game, even more so than Lord British.
Oh, yes.
And even though you get a Steam achievement for friending
If you
Lord
use a
British.
Steam client. Yeah.
Yes.
And you're logged in. Otherwise, it doesn't do anything.
No,
yeah.
not exactly, Bridge Trolls. His own killed the need to make friends. Well, how are you going to get to those new areas that your friends are in if you haven't been there before?
What's the name of that new place?
That's starts with a T, doesn't it?
What's that brand new scene?
Let's see. Is there anybody there on my friends list?
It's not Tanglemeyer.
No.
Nope. No one's there. No one
Vicklin,
is there.
Vicklin, yeah. Let's see. Yeah. I got out to Vicklin because I had a friend there. Yeah.
Yes.
So if I want to do a teleport to zone now, V-I-K, yeah, Vicklin, which is an adventuring area. No ransom. You want to ride over there?
Yes, I would appreciate that if you send me a friend request. That way I can just click follow.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So let's take a ride out to Vicklin, because that's exactly why the friends. Because I was able to get to Vicklin by just finding a friend who had been there, and we have the southeast entrance and the village docks. Let's try the village docks. I don't recall traveling around. Well, Bridge Troll, make up my mind. I thought you said you had already decided that.
It's like most people. When's the last time Bridge Troll was in game? It's been a while.
I don't know, but I got dibs on his Latin Owl's head.
That's why you just do a search for Bridge Troll and you realize he has not been on for 3 days. I mean,
yeah.
So someone already followed me for that tweet about Elon Musk about the hair. Who did your hair? Yes. Ooh, I've discovered the docks in Vickland.
Yes.
But I mean, it's like we did such an awesome job with this. This guy refuses to answer his name.
Yeah, they all do. I was gonna say, don't
Well,
bother asking.
this guy gave his name.
Yeah, most of them don't. Most of them have refused to give their names.
Yeah. Where are we going?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't ran outside the gates yet, so I figured I'd take a quick run and see what was out over here. I see some interesting. Oh, there's
Is that a
spiders.
pumpkin way the fuck out there?
I don't know. It looks like it's probably a spider.
The, why would that be a? Oh, it's a.
Oh, it's a slime.
Yeah, it's a
But,
coral slime.
but I was curious as to what these buoys out here were.
Windmills,
Is
maybe?
that a reef spider? Did I read that right?
Yes, reef spiders.
They look like the other spiders.
Yes, they do.
Ooh, poison shot.
It's all good.
Are these anything interesting here?
No.
PJ 373 subscribe. Thank you, PJ.
Oh. I fucking hate the camera in this game.
Yeah. Really
Like
nothing you can do there.
look up at the
Oh, Preston.
crystals.
Okay. What's up, Preston? Well, you know the rules. You give us a sub. Oh, there's a ghost. Holy shit, there's a lot of ghosts up here.
It's
And
all
I don't
good, man.
have
They're on
any.
you.
Yeah, I know, but I don't have any armor on. So
So I guess you have to put a crystal in this at some point in time.
keep on playing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we know that there's ghosts, spiders, and slime out here. And
A coral slime that is visible like
a mile away.
a mile away because LODs are so important around here.
And just don't confuse the fact that a coral slime is a mother to try and kill. So
Why have you tried to kill it?
have you not ever been up against a coral slime?
No.
Oh yes, they
This is
are.
my first time out here, man.
Huh?
This is my first time out here.
Well, it doesn't matter. Coral slime. Oh, look at this, and this goes to Miss Render. Coral slime is down in what is the name of the place?
What a shitty way to no, I don't want to follow you. I found the which exit is this one? The east exit or north exit or something.
It's down in Tartarus, I think it is.
And imagine that. What did not provide me with a location on the? Oh wait. And what happens when you click M?
Nothing.
Guess what doesn't have a map? Because we're too fucking lazy to provide a map for a brand new fucking scene we just created.
So this render actually looks good on the map here.
Yeah, but I found one of the official entrances, and imagine that it's not telling me what it is.
Oh, look at this. We actually have names.
Month
I don't
and
remember
a half that Laz was gone, I played quite frequently Red Dragon, and I lost it all.
Yeah, we're not actually playing the game. We just went out to Vicklin so that Jack would have the teleport.
Okay,
yeah.
Let's go back to the lot.
Yeah. Well, you should have just waited for me, and I would have given you a free ride instead of wasting a scroll, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's recall.
Yeah, that's the only place that I recall seeing them is down in Tartar sauce.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I've never seen a coral slime before.
Yeah, and they are one heck of a slime to put up with. They hurt.
Yeah.
They hurt. Let's just put it that way. But just because it looks all soft and smushy doesn't mean that they're easy to defeat.
Yep.
Anyway,
Oh,
moving right
man.
along. Let's see. Do we have
why,
time?
why didn't they do the map for that? Seriously, why?
I don't know. Let's cover the progress report from rollback gear real quick because
Okay, rollback.
these are the people who really got screwed.
Yeah, so my crafting RNG results inspired me to start tracking my progress at replicating my perfect 5 masterwork crossbow that was lost due to the rollback. I dumped all the wood I amassed on some new crossbows along with special bowstrings. Success rate for each masterwork stage: 100% at 1, 80% for the second one at a 96% chance, about 70% at a 55% chance. That one seemed to be an outlier. And the fourth masterwork, 0 at an 18% chance. Yes, none succeeded the fourth masterwork despite being tried many times. Thanks to Shroud math, that is very usual. I end up with some
Trademark
bland
NBNN.
standard. Huh?
Trademark
Trademark.
NBN.
I ended up with some very bland standard 3 masterwork weapons that will sit on a vendor for years, if ever. Yes, it's also sad that after creating superior wood and strings, we end up with essentially scrap materials. F. Bowler's like, update, 2 more failed at the 3rd masterwork. Some more fails, and every masterwork step will be below official chance. It'll probably take 2,000 to 3,000 wood to be able to make anything that resembles that crossbow. And fuck, I'm struggling to get a single decent 4 masterworks. Frost 2 wants his a little bit more stats. To be a little bit more specific, did you track the number of attempts at each level? Were they of sufficient number to qualify as statistically significant? I'm asking this because for 8+ years, I've been trying to understand how on earth we have worked and worked to get skill cap levels up, which gives us a percent chance based on level earned, which makes complete sense. And then also be subjected to this ultra stupid RNG crap, which makes the percent chance we've earned literally worthless.
Worthless.
Yes. To fail at anything 3 times in a row with an 85% chance has a probability of happening 3 times per 1,000 attempts. And yet I've had it occur way more than that. All due to having RNG supersede a real percent. Why? Please get rid of the stupid fucking
3.
RNG and stick with percent chance that we've earned.
3.
Yes. Hey, I lost a set of gear that was given to me during this rollback.
As did Z.
I lost a set of gear trying. I think it was actually Z that sent it to me, maybe. I've been trying. It's lost, going to have to wait until my luck is back. I don't think we will get refunded for stuff that we made that was lost. At least that's how I see it. I'm okay with that. Just means I'm playing the lotto again. My chances seem to be good. Made a bunch of 5/4 masterwork enchanted gear, but not the ones I lost. Still good stuff though. The current run can't be taken seriously for a statistical study because it has too little of a sample space. I didn't attempt fourth 30 times, for example. Not to mention 0 attempts on fifth because none succeeded beyond third. But overall, I feel I always get the results that are worse than the advertised chance. One example is fizzle. I can easily fizzle 10 attempts in a row at 25%, which is ridiculously low probability if you calculate, but I can never get a fourth and fifth masterwork straight without a fail in between. I often get 3 to 4 fizzles at buffs with 85%, but never 2 fourth masterworks in a row, no matter what. I'm really starting to fear a fail at 100% in the first masterwork. It is possible. I once asked for a way to circumvent crafting RNG, not to kill it, just avoid it, and had 0 devs responding to it.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
And at this point, we got to stop this topic because it is past that time. Yes.
Yeah.
We got to go ahead and get the fuck out of here. But before we do that, we got to thank all of you for joining us here today, as each and every day. Because without your wonderful support, we couldn't do this 5 days a week right here inside and outside Shroud of the Avatar. We got some goodies to give away, so let's get to it. We're going to give away streamer bundles. And
Valkaris is getting a streamer bundle from me.
long live the Stymie, the Savage Furry, is getting a streamer bundle. Nom 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 nom. My Doritos from Tina. Thank you, Tina.
Oh no, dos.
The mystery game key winner is going out to Kazin.
Copy of Deliver Us to the Moon.
To the moon, Alice. To the moon.
To the moon.
And he's going to get himself a copy of They Bleed Pixels.
Congratulations to you guys.
Yes, congratulations to our winners, and thank you to our supporters. Preston, always good to see you out there, buddy, as well as the rest of yous. And of course, we'll be back with more tomorrow on Taco Tuesday, also known as 2 for Tuesday, where we'll double up the streamer bundles. So don't miss a chance to win double right here on NBNN. Till tomorrow, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.